Hey guys, I normally give you my, like, energetic intro or whatever, but as you can probably tell, I've been kind of crying my eyes out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to record any of this or not, but, I've been kind of wanting to be a little bit more upfront in terms of how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, things like that, and I haven't recorded anything today, and, you know, come hell or high water, I want to record some shit. So, yeah, I've been going through some shit. And I guess just lately I didn't realize how much of my emotions I'd been suppressing. And just recently some unexpected trauma triggers came up, and suddenly I realized I am not doing well. I'm not doing well at all. And I am moving. I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to the move. Very much so. But I've got a lot of unresolved shit that I haven't worked through, and I'm just, God, I can't even talk about it, man. I struggle talking to people. I struggle asking for help, but I don't know. I thought maybe being vulnerable on the vlog might kind of help me get past the fear of talking to people or kind of showing myself in a more vulnerable state, because I've talked about it before. I'm not about toxic positivity. I'm not going to pretend everything's okay. Even though I did kind of try deluding myself into thinking that, you know, the past however long I've been repressing these feelings. But yeah, that's just the truth. I'm just not doing well. And I've been thinking about a lot of things. I've been having a bit of an identity crisis. I talked about it before, back when I changed my username, but kind of calling myself an author, I feel like I'm not really worthy of the title when I spend so much damn time procrastinating on my book, even though I know other authors do that. But, we are our own worst critics, and that's just the inevitability of it. But I was questioning basically everything about my life. I was questioning, how much of my life am I living for myself compared to how much am I living because, or like doing things based on others' expectations of me. I feel like that's something we all kind of need to ask, and I didn't really, or I did talk to my mom a little bit about it this morning, and she says that, it's kind of like the almost 30 midlife crisis, because my birthday's in like 2 days. Yeah, it's the 13th. My birthday is in like 2 days. Wait, three. I'm on the 16th. God, I can't remember my own birthday right now. I turned 27. I am almost 30. And I guess recognizing that has kind of given me a bit of an identity crisis. On top of other things that I don't really feel fully comfortable talking about right now. But who knows? Maybe I'll let you guys know in the future. Because I plan on doing this shit for a long time, so yeah, like I said, even in a vulnerable state like this, you guys will still be seeing vlogs from me, even if they're not quite what you'd expect. And if you're kind of like me and you're like empathic and watching this, just you can't handle it, that's totally fine. You don't have to watch this or anything. I just wanted to record this kind of as a show of courage, I guess. I want to show myself being weak more. I don't want to like shield that anymore. And I think we do need a little bit more of that genuine nature on the internet. Like showing that, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset. And I need to learn to recognize that. I was just bawling my eyes out, and, there's like a little voice in the back of my head saying, it's okay, cry. You're allowed to. Which I think I really needed to tell myself, because, I don't technically identify as a guy, but we're taught in society that men aren't allowed to cry, and that the only way we can express negative emotions is through anger. But I don't feel anger. whenever I feel anger, it turns into sadness, and that's kind of where I'm at now. So, I guess I just kind of wanted to show, it's okay to be sad. Like, whether you're a guy, girl, non binary, you know, gender fluid, there are lots of others out there. And I acknowledge and see all of you. I just can't come up with the names off the top of my head. But anyone on the gender spectrum, it's okay to be emotional. Like, don't let gender roles or politics stop you from feeling emotions. Like, that's stupid shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I need to work through my stuff, and tomorrow's my last day of work, so hopefully after that, maybe I can start meditating more or something, being more in tune with myself, figuring out what it is I need, because right now this isn't working. I did therapy at the end of last year into this year a little bit, I think, and I made leaps and bounds in terms of progress. Like, don't get me wrong, therapy did work, but there's a lot more work to be done. That was only the beginning, and I will probably go to therapy again in the future, because I think I need it. I think I need a professional to help walk me through the trauma I've been repressing, and, make it to where I don't bawl my eyes out every time I hear a cat meowing, because that's kind of what I was crying about. I still have trauma from needing to leave our cats behind, like the cats I used to show on the vlog. And whenever I hear a cat meow, it's not every time, but a lot of the time, hearing the meowing of a cat brings back those emotions, brings back all my regret, my pain of just leaving them, and I know they're in a good home now. Like, I've heard that they've been adopted and they're being taken care of, but I just feel like shit whenever I think about the fact that we had to leave them behind because no one would take them. Like, I couldn't do anything, and I feel like shit every time I think about it. And that's part of the trauma I need to work through. I need to learn that, we were dealt the worst hand I've ever received in life in 2022 with the housing situation and all that. I'm living in a place that has forced me to revert into being teenage me in order to survive because of, childhood trauma shit. Life's been tough. Life has been very tough, and I haven't really acknowledged that, but it has been, and it sucks. And my brain has even thought of certain things I'm not allowed to say because YouTube is really stupid, but I've thought of that as my only exit out of here multiple times, even just yesterday. I'm not going to do anything, but my brain's definitely thought of it, and it hasn't been easy. But life's not meant to be easy, We just kind of gotta work through the bad times and look forward to the good. Both are temporary, good and bad. That's just kind of what we get when we're born. It's not our choice, but it is our choice what we do with the time we're given. And, circumstantial shit aside. But you guys know what I mean. In any case, I'm gonna stop this. I'm not gonna do my usual outro or anything because this vlog isn't like my other ones, so we're just gonna keep it plain and simple, and I'll just see you guys tomorrow.